Okay, we're starting our math lesson, and today we're going to dig a little bit deeper on all these multiplication strategies we've been learning, okay? So far we've just kind of looked at them in isolation, not really in mixed up together. We've only practiced a strict diagram by itself. We've only practiced equal groups by itself, right? So now you're going to have to kind of combine all of these strategies we've learned and answer some questions about them and make sure that the strategy is being represented correctly, okay? So let's start off with number 1. It says, Shonda cuts 3 small pizzas into 6 equal slices each, which is not a way to show the total number of slices of pizza Shonda has, okay? So we're looking for which one is not correct, right? Well, let's go back, and she says she has 3 small pizzas cut into 6 slices. So does that sound like 3 groups of 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 groups of 6. 3 groups of 6 means 3 times 6. You have 6 in each group, right? Okay, so now let's see which one of these looks incorrect. Could I write this multiplication sentence as 6 plus 6 plus 6?
Yes. No. What's incorrect?
Okay, so we think it's incorrect. 3 groups of 6. So if I have 3 small pizzas cut into 6 slices, whoops. 1, 2, 3,
Miss
4,
Volker,
5, 6. Yes, ma'am.
can I have Gregory Bailey for a moment, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so there, I'm just going to draw a quick little model to help me see the pizzas. 1, 2, 3 pizzas with 6 slices in each. Okay? So if I were to want to know the total amount of slices, I would look at these pizzas and add 6 plus 6 plus 6. Why would I add 6 plus 6 plus 6?
Because you want to get this answer.
Kelsey?
Because you want to try to figure out the product for the multiplication problem.
So we're trying to figure out the total number of slices. And so if I see 6 slices, I'm going to add up 6 3 times. Is that what A shows?
Yes.
Yes. So far that looks good. Let's look at B. 1, 2, 3. 3 rows, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. Does that represent our multiplication sentence?
Yes.
Yes. So that one looks good. C. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3.
No.
No. Even though we could, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can flip, if we had flipped this around, we could have said that. But if I'm actually drawing out what the problem says, 3 pizzas with 6 slices, I'm not going to add up 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 because that's not what my picture shows. Okay? So even though we could still get the correct answer, this is not showing how we would get the total. Does that make sense? Yeah. I wouldn't get the total this way. I wouldn't add up 3s. Okay? So far we're going to kind of put a little X there, but we're going to go ahead and check the last one just to make sure. If I look at this picture, it kind of looks like what I sketched out, doesn't it?
Yes.
So I'm just going to count the slices and make sure it's the correct amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So far so good, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So does that represent what the word problem told us?
Yes.
Yes, it has 3 small pizzas with 6 equal slices.
That one looks good.
Okay, so the one that is not a way to show this would be C. Did you guys get that one right?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, I want you to try number 2 on your own. We are going to check it together, but I just want to see if you can do it on your own. I'll come around and check as you're working, and then we'll go over it together. Okay, let's go ahead and check our answer. So I'm pausing the video as I'm walking around the room, so if you guys at home need more time, just pause it and wait until you've worked it all the way out. Okay. Number 2 says Martha places her CDs in the following arrangement. Which number sentence best represents the arrangement of Martha's CDs? What does this look like? What do we call this? Bryson?
An array.
An array. Good. Okay. So I can count the rows. There is 4. And the columns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I know I'm not going to be adding, right? This wouldn't make sense. 4 plus 7 is 11. Plus I can see there's way more than 11 CDs here. 4 plus 6?
No.
No, that's not even using the correct numbers. 4 times 7?
Yes. That
Yes.
was good.
This one looks good. 3 times 7?
No.
It was close, but it's got one of the numbers wrong. It's not 3 rows, it was 4 rows. So H is correct. Okay, number 3. Miss Eck placed 3 plates of hot dogs on the table. There were 3 hot dogs on each plate, which shows how many hot dogs Miss Eck placed on the table. How many plates of hot dogs are there? 3 plates.
3 on 3.
So I can already eliminate what?
You can eliminate A, C.
A and C. Okay? How many hot dogs are on each plate?
3.
3 hot dogs on each plate. So now I need to check. B has how many? 4. D has 3. So which one is correct?
D.
D. Okay, so what do we call this strategy that they're showing?
We call that
What do you call it?
factor. Factor and product.
No.
Product.
No, not product. This is what strategy have we learned that they're showing? Yes. Very good. Pictorial model. This model represents what the problem talked about. Okay? So when you get a problem like this and it didn't have answer choices, draw out what they're talking about, just like you see here, 3 plates with 3 hot dogs on it. Okay? Number 4. Camry notices that the window panes in her bedroom form an area model. Okay? Area model is just like an array, guys. The only difference is it's going to have these squares packed tight. Okay? An array is going to have them more spread out, and it could use different shapes. Area model will always use squares. Okay? So all you do is look at the rows and columns.
So they're like 4 of the rows. Or rows.
Okay? She uses the area model to find the total number of window panes. Which equation can Camry use to find the total number of window panes? So saying we need to count the rows and columns because it's like an array, that's what we need to do. I'm going to count the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 6 rows. And then I count this. Do I count this one again? This square right here to go across?
Yes.
Yes. Even though I already have a dot there, I need to count that one again.
4 of those.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now I'm looking down at the bottom. I only see one answer choice that has the 2 numbers that we said. 4 and a 6.
It's G.
It has to be G. The rest don't even have the correct factors. 4 times 5, 4 times 7 is wrong, and 6 times 5. Okay, so 6 times 4 is the only one that uses our factors, and the total would be 24. Okay, number 5. All right, now this one I want you guys to try, and then we'll check it together, the number line. All right, let's check number 5. Keyshawn runs 5 laps around the school track every afternoon. He uses a number line to show how many laps he runs. Which number line correctly represents Keyshawn's running record for 5 days? Okay, how many laps is he running each day? 5. 5 laps every day, and for how many days?
5.
Okay, so it sounds like 5 groups of 5, right? 5 times 5? For 5 days, those are your groups, and then 5 laps for each of those days. So we need to do 5 jumps by 5s, skip by 5s. So B, or so far A looks good because it's skipping by 5s. What's wrong with B, Gregory?
Okay, so B, it's not it's counting by it went to 20.
It went to 20 and then it skipped by what?
It skipped by 4.
4. Okay. We don't want to skip by 4, we want to skip by 5. What about C? What's wrong with C?
It has 6.
Skip by 6s.
So it's correct.
So I need to either see if A is correct or maybe the answer's not here. Does it skip by 5s?
Yeah.
Does it have 5 jumps?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so A is correct. Okay, the next one. Aiden skip counts by 9 to find the product of 4 times 9. Which of these correctly shows Aiden's work? Okay, so 4 times 9 means I'm going to do 4 groups of 9. Okay, or I'm going to add 9 4 times, right? So if I'm going to add 9 4 times, what would I be skipping by? 9. Good. I'm going to be skipping by 9. And I'm going to skip how many times? 4 times. Okay? So I actually see 2 that could, actually maybe even 3 that could be my correct answer if I wasn't paying attention, right? Okay, so we're skipping by 9 4 times, okay? So 4 times 9 actually means you're skipping by 9s, okay? So we could have actually picked F if we weren't really paying attention, right? Because it skips by 4 9 times. Okay, what's wrong with G? It's skipping by 9s, but
Only 3 times.
good. It only skipped 3 times. 1, 2, 3. H. What are they skipping by to get from 6 to 12? 6. So every number is adding 6 each time. Okay? So it can't be H. J, is it adding 9 each time?
Yes.
Yes. Did it do it 4 times?
Yes.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are these numbers correct when I add 9 each time?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, and if you want to use your multiplication chart to help you on these, you can, because we haven't practiced this enough to actually know the products. Okay, or you would just have to sit there and count, right? Count by nines by adding it up each time. Okay, so J looks good. How many of you picked F? Okay, so you were on the right track, but the only reason this one's wrong is because how it is the order of the factors. We would add 9 up 4 times, so that means we're going to skip by 9s, not 4s, okay? Okay, so what we're going to do now is you guys will have 10 problems on the next 2 pages. Sorry, that's kind of hard to see. Okay, so look back at the ones we've done together. We just did a number line together. We've done a problem just like this on number 1 on the front page. We did an area model on the front page. We did an array on the front page, didn't we? We've done, what is it, skip counting. We just did skip counting. So every problem you see on the next page, we've already done one just like it, okay? But if you are confused, raise your hand and I will come around and help you. But this is trying to do the best work on your own, okay? Are there any questions before we start? Kelsey?
On number 3 on this page.
Oh, a specific problem? What about ones we've gone over? Are there any questions on the ones we've gone over?
I don't get number 3.
Number 3?
I don't get the number.
This one with the hot dogs? Okay. So she says she didn't get number 3. So if you guys at home are good to go, you can go ahead and stop the video and start your assignment. But we're going to still keep recording in case somebody also has the same question. Okay. So what specifically don't you get about number 3? Which part? It says 3 plates, so we knew we had to find a picture that had 3 plates. So we went ahead and eliminated the ones that didn't have 3 plates, which was A and C. Okay?
Oh, now I get it.
B and D both had 3 plates, but we needed to make sure that the plates also had 3 hot dogs. Okay? So we looked at the hot dogs next, and we saw that there's 4 here and 3 here. B was incorrect because we don't want 4, we want 3. Okay? Make sense now?
Yes.
All right, any other questions? When you get to the skip counting ones, just circle that second number. That's what you want to be skipping by. Skip by 9s on this one. Okay? So on number 5, on the second page, oh, it actually tells you what she's skipping by. Danielle skip counts by 10. Okay, circle that. She skip counts by 10. Not 5s.
10.
Not 9s. Okay. Let's go to number 4. Jackson skip counts to find the product of 9 times 6. Which of these shows Jackson's skip counting pattern? So if it's 9 times 6, what does he skip count by?
He skips count by 6s.
Good. So we're going to skip by 6s. And how many times do you skip? How many skips should we do?
6.
No.
9.
9. 9 skips. Okay? All right. You guys ready to go?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.